All right, y'all. So I'm back for Black Ink Crew New York. This is season 6, episode 1. Just letting you guys know, everybody has a clean slate with me right now. Just putting it out there. Everybody has a clean slate with me on this show. So yeah, let's talk about the episode. So C's is down there having the time of his life. What a time to be alive down there in Atlanta, because you guys know he has his new shop down there, and he, like I said, he's been partying and everything. Sky is the manager down there. He got Ted and Kit running 125th up in New York, and of course the original spot 113th is ran by Mel, and he's giving that shop a makeover. So Sky, she's in her beautiful house down there in Atlanta, and she's being her usual silly self and everything, and she putting on this robe and whatnot, and picking up the morning paper, and she starts to cook, and she wakes C's up. She's like, is my roomie awake? And she comes into his room and sees this girl in the bed with him and everything, and her name is Persuasion, and I think I remember hearing that she's from Bad Girls Club. I'm like, Lord, all these girls from Bad Girls Club switching on over to VH1 programming. But anyway, so yeah, he's in the bed with her, and Sky doesn't mind him being there, but he was only supposed to be there for like a week or two, but he's been there for a minute now, and she's like, he got new coochie running around through the place every single day. So he comes into the kitchen or whatever, and she's like, "Your ass should have been awoke. We got a shop to attend to and everything." And she gets on him about, do he have condoms, laying around, for protection and everything. And he's like, "Yeah, I got condoms laying around everywhere." And this, that, and the third. And she looking at him like, "Really, fool?" And he like, "I mean, hey, you should be glad then I'm out here being a hoe right now after that relationship that I was in." And which we know he's talking about Duchess. And speaking of Duchess, she's not going to be on this season, and thank God. But they talked about her throughout this whole damn episode, so she might as well would have been up here. But anyways, so Sky is talking about the diss track that Duchess had made against her and C's, and I feel like I remember hearing about that, but I ain't never listened to it because I ain't give a damn. But she made a diss track. And Sky is in her confessionals making fun of Duchess. She takes the wig that she has on off and puts on this other wig that got like these fucked up dreads coming out of it. I almost felt like it was like a part of a mop or something. She put it on her head and making fun of Duchess and everything. And I was kind of laughing, and that was that with them. Then we're at 113th. And everybody is outside waiting and everything. Mel, she shows up, and they asking her like, what's going on and everything, with the shopping. Mel is like, I mean, C's hasn't told me anything. And I told him to put me on with the contractors and everything, but he talking about something. He got it. So all right, whatever. They walk inside, and everything is still fucked up. It's trash everywhere. It looks like the contractors then had a party of their own versus actually renovating some shit. They asking Mel, like, what are we going to do and everything? And she's like, I don't know, like, C's didn't let me have a say in this matter or whatever. So they all trying to jump on her and start blaming her. And Kit is the only one who's not blaming her. Kit, she's like, this is not Mel's fault or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, we all know, like, ever since C's done went down there to Atlanta, he's been like, fuck 113th, and really, fuck 125th as well. So, Mel tells them, listen, let's get this stuff cleaned up, and I'm gonna call him and see what's going on and everything. So, we're back in Atlanta. Sky, she's, so excited about being a manager. She's, just throwing out all kinds of orders and everything. Like, why are you eating chicken over there? Like, ain't you supposed to be a security guard and this, that, and the third? Kind of letting it get to her head a little bit, but that's all right, Sees he comes in and everything, and he gets a call from Mel. And she's asking him about the renovations, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I thought you had this. He tells her not to get her panties in the bunch, the renovations are all paid for and everything. She like, Negro, I don't care about the renovations being already paid for. Why is this shit not done? And he's like, you the manager, so why don't you manage? And she's like, all right, fine, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And she hangs up on him, and he like, I think she just hung up on me. Yeah, I would have hung up on your ass too. Like, just because you put her in management position, doesn't mean you just neglect your shop. You're still the owner of this shop. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to check in with her, make sure things are okay, keep her up on game so she don't be looking stupid in front of these, unruly employees that you got. Okay? Like, I mean, come on now. Like, you just completely abandoning your other two shops for the Atlanta spot. But anyway, so he telling Sky he want to have a mansion party for the 6-month anniversary of the shop down there in Atlanta. I'm like, you talking about throwing parties and shit, and things are running amok up there in New York. But, anyway, so as they're talking about this, some clowns, literally clowns, they had like these clown masks on or whatever. They come in and everything, and they come in with like this singing telegram. And, at first they like, okay, hey, and then they start hearing the lyrics. And the guys, they had some other guys too that didn't have on like, clown mask or whatever, that was like, rapping like this diss or whatever towards C's and everything. So, they all jump on these dudes and kick them out and everything. And he suspects that it's Duchess. And I wouldn't be surprised, because it's like, I mean, we know how petty Duchess can be. And it's like, girl, you and him are done. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And also, he did talk about the fact of, you guys remember last season how she tried to get half of his stuff, and I felt like she was out her rabbit ass mind because they weren't married. And, it do seem like, her doing that, it do seem like now she just was looking for an opportunity. Not saying that she didn't love him, but it do seem like, at this point, you really was kind of like looking for a come up and everything. And he was also talking about how she sought him out. She saw him in like the Urban Ink magazine or whatever. And, she sought him out and everything. But yeah, that's that with that, We're back at 113th. They're cleaning up the place. Mel's not there. They've been waiting for 2 hours for her. Mel finally comes and everything, and they pouncing on her immediately as soon as she comes in. And she's like, first of all, I've been on the phone with contractors all day. And they flash back to when she was, legit on the phone with some contractors. And Walt, he's saying shit under his breath and everything. And she's like, what you say or whatever. And he's like, listen, ever since you had this management position, I feel like you're not taking your role seriously. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I've been on the phone all day with some contractors, and I've been dealing with the sick baby. And he's like, I mean, I got 3 kids. And she's like, okay, but you're not a mom. And he's like, don't be disrespecting me as a parent and, my role as a parent and everything. And she's like, well, stop disrespecting me. And I understood where Mel was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nobody's taking away you being a good father or whatever, but your kids don't live with you. You know what I mean? Like, Mel's child lives with her, despite the fact that, yeah, she's with the father and everything. You know how it is, like, with moms be doing majority of the stuff. They're like the nurturer and everything. So like I understood where Mel was coming from, and for Walt to give her the third degree, like as if Cease is not the owner of this shit, and like Cease has been leaving her out the loop. I was just like, I mean, come on now, you know what I mean? But anyway, so in the midst of them kind of going back and forth, they done found a dead rat in the shop or whatever, and they all running and everything, running right out the shop. And honestly, I don't like mice, I don't like rats, so I don't think I would have been like them, just how dramatic they were, just running out the shop all crazy and everything. But I definitely would have been scared, because I just no. So then we're at 125th. You know, Kit, she's letting Donna tat there since 113th is down right now. Donna's new dude comes in, and he's bringing her food and chocolate and all this other stuff, and they like, oh, okay, girl, like, let me find out. And then you know, next thing you know, Donna's client comes in, and she's gonna be doing a tattoo covering her client's scar on her leg. And the client was explaining how she got it. You know, she was in the airport with her ex-boyfriend, who was her boyfriend at the time, and they was on like one of those trolley things that you be on at the airport or whatever. And you know, she didn't make it on the trolley, which caused her to get the scar on her leg and everything. So she wanted to cover, like, I guess that chapter of her life up with the tattoo. And the tattoo wasn't good. Like, I don't know how else to say it. The tattoo wasn't good. And I ain't trying to, you know, be mean or nothing like that, but I didn't like the tattoo. I didn't like it, you know. But you know, the client seemed like she was happy with it, so hey, that's all that matters. So we're back in Atlanta, and you know, Cease and Sky, they're at lunch, and then Kit calls him. You know, she FaceTimes him. She's like, you know, listen, the shop is closed. You know, the employees, they done left, and you know, there's a rat problem now, and she's telling him he needs to come back to New York. And he's like, pretty much, fuck y'all, I ain't coming back up there right now. You know, let Mel figure it out and everything. So Kit, she's over it. She hangs up on him too, just like Mel did. And you know, Sky, she tells him pretty much she's ready to see her sons. You know, it's been a long time. She feels like she's in a better space mentally and financially, so she's ready to go see them. And you know, of course, he is, you know, he has her back. He's supporting her and that decision and everything. So there we're at the 6-month anniversary party. Kit and Ted, they are there to see what the hell has Cease just so stuck in Atlanta right now that he's been ignoring the 2 shops that he got in New York. So they see why now, yeah. Pussy, pussy, pussy. What Wayne said, pussy, pussy, pussy. Okay? That's what his focus is right now. That's why he been neglecting the 2 shops up there. So Ted is trying to talk to Cease. Cease ain't paying him no mind, because what he got, pussy, pussy, pussy in his face, okay? So he ain't paying Ted no attention, and he's, you know, Ted is trying to tell him, you know, you gotta come back home. Like, things are being crazy, you know, up there. You looking crazy down here, you know. And Cease is like, listen, I was with the crazy bitch for 5 years. You know, this is AD, after Duchess and everything. So next thing you know, they're outside or whatever by the pool and everything. Carly Red shows up. She shows up with her little posse or whatever. And Cease is like, you know, the party kind of over with now. I guess trying to get them to leave. And you know, Carly's friend like, the party just started because we here now and everything. And you know, they start calling the girls that was, you know, by the pool, some raggedy hoes and all this other stuff. And you know, Carly is like, here's my issue. Like, you saying that we fucked and everything, and like, you know, we was in a celibate relationship. Like, why are you lying or whatever? And Cease is like, you know, Do it look like I have to lie about anything? Like your pussy ain't all that, or something like that. He was about to say, and then Carly threw a drink on him or whatever. So he's like, nah, y'all bugging, y'all gotta go. So Persuasion, I think it was Persuasion, she got up or whatever trying to fight Carly and everything, this, that, and the third. And of course, security wouldn't let her get at Carly. But it's like, I believe C's because we know what type of chick Carly Red is, and yeah. I believe she threw him the puss, okay? So we're back at 113th. They're still cleaning. Mel tells them that the contractors are gonna come once they finish cleaning everything. So hopefully the shop will be back up soon. So Ted is telling, Donna, Walt, and Young Bay about, the reason why he couldn't bring C, or why he couldn't get C's to come back up there to New York, and he shows them the pictures as proof as to why he ain't back up there. And they like, yo, like, C's really is a hoe. Like, duh, okay? But anyway, so Ted feels like that C's is still hurt. And I agree. He's, sitting up here wilding out with all these chicks and everything because he's still hurt about what took place between him and Duchess or whatever. Once again, neither one of them was innocent. They both did shit to each other. So, but yeah, whatever. So anyways, but I do agree with Ted. I do feel like C's is still hurt behind that relationship. But anyway, so next thing you know, Donna, she gets a call, and it's some guy that's supposed to be Max's friend. You guys remember her ex-husband that's, locked up or whatever. The friend sent up here calling her a hoe and all this other kind of stuff, and talking about how Max gonna be getting out soon, and when he get out, he gonna fuck her and her boyfriend up and everything. And Donna is like, what the hell? Like, this motherfucker's supposed to be in jail for 15 years. Now this person calling me out my name and stuff and telling me that Max gonna be out soon and whatever. And she's like, the last time she talked to Max, he had threatened her. And one time he stepped all on her face and everything, and she thought that she was finally going to get away from the abuse, but apparently not. And it's like, for one, whoever that was that called her, it's like, are you dumb? In my Remy Ma voice, like, are you dumb? Like, you saying you sitting up here sending these threats and saying all this shit to her on national TV. Millions of people are watching this show. Really? Like, come on now. But Donna, you might want to get a restraining order against that motherfucker or something, because yeah, I was about to say you might need to get you a gun or something, but I know them gun laws up there in New York is, strict. So yeah, just really tread lightly and be careful if he do get out soon. But anyway, so we're back in Atlanta. C's and Sky, they're playing games or whatever like that. They're playing that charades game on the mobile app or whatever. And next thing you know, C's is getting a message of an interview that Sky's son, her oldest son, Genesis, did in Duchess's shop. And I remember hearing about this interview on the blogs. I didn't care to watch it because I felt like that was fucked up for Duchess to do some shit like that. Pretty much using Sky's son as a pawn in whatever game that she trying to play or whatever. I felt like that was fucked up, so I ain't really care to watch the interview. Sky, she's getting emotional as she watching it and everything, and C's is like, this is an all-time low, even for Duchess. Like, why not go after me? Like, why go after Sky and her family situation? And that's fucked up. And, he's like that. They not going to let Duchess get away with that shit. Like, Duchess, really? Really? Like, that shit, that's fucked up. That's, like... So, like, you need your ass beat for that. I'm gonna just say it. You need your ass beat for that shit. Because, like, you using her son, like I said, as a pawn and whatever, game you trying to play or whatever, and that shit is not cool. But that pretty much was the episode, y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, share here, share there, share every motherfucking where. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.